What I would say is the big takeaway from the poll is the gender divide. It's just across the board, and it's substantial.
So in a lot of the issues that are touching on public health issues, we're finding pretty sizable gender gaps, like around 20 percentage points, which is something we haven't really seen before in this particular poll. We ask a question about whether or not they would get a vaccine for serious illness, and we see a 20 percentage point difference there. Whether or not the state should expand Medicaid, we see a 20 percentage point difference there as well. And so across a lot of these policies that are being talked about, if not explicitly in Tennessee, but in states around Tennessee, we see increasingly large differences between how men and women are thinking about politics and the type of policies that they want the state to pursue.
The public overwhelmingly thinks that IVF should be legal. It's at 80%. It doesn't matter the partisan breakdown or anything like that, there's just widespread support for it.
On abortion, like we've done polls in the past that kind of show that overwhelmingly, Tennesseans are supportive of restricting abortion, but also with important kind of carve-outs and exceptions.
But there's been a change over the last decade where the state now can be count, so to speak, as a pro-choice state. And what I mean by that is that there's a slight majority of Tennesseans who favor the pro-choice position. Republicans still are very pro-life, but this is a big shift from just 10 years ago when there was in fact a majority that favored the pro-life position.
There's no doubt that President Trump is going to win in the state of Tennessee. How these gender gaps we're observing in the Republican state of Tennessee project forward in terms of what we may see in Michigan or Wisconsin or kind of Pennsylvania. I think that's a really interesting insight that you can take away from what the insights that Tennessee voters might have about a larger picture and the larger implications about policy and kind of the campaign going forward.